This is a review of Gabriela Hearst's Spring 2023 show. Before I begin the review, I want to give a little background of the brand. So Gabriela Hearst started her eponymous brand in 2015 as a sustainable brand. She has metrics on her website, so you go check it out to see what metrics are. So with that said, let's begin the review. So I think that the show at the beginning of this is the choir who's singing the theme song, Joy. So those of you who don't know, Gabriela Hearst has a lot of philanthropic causes that she's, part of. And I think that in the show, you can see some of that aspect. And again, like I said, I do like, when designers are putting like their personal interest into shows, like how I said about Marine Sarah, how she's using her background as an athlete. So I think like this is in the same kind of theme. So anyway, this is the first look. This gold plate leather look, I feel like it is, I know that a lot of people are going to think that it's very reminiscent of that look that Zendaya had worn. I could kind of see that when I first saw this. So again, a lot of the metallics you could see, like gold metallics, this is like the second or third collection I've seen with the gold metallics or metallics. So it's interesting that that's what designers are pushing forward with for spring 2023. Because it is interesting that, leather is used. And again, I'm a supporter of using actual leather because, again, I have worked with tanneries and stuff like that, and I know that despite what people think about, animal cruelty, I have never really worked with a tannery that they raise animals just solely for the skin. I think that there are exotic skins that have that, but I don't think it's like calf skin and lamb skin so much. So it's interesting. Like, there are definitely wearable cuts like the blazer and the gold and like this white blazer. At the end of the day, it's still a blazer. It's a white blazer, it's a gold blazer. This is a tank dress. So if you break down and take in the components like that, to kind of shop your closet or shop for spring looks, you can see that you can get these looks and not necessarily have to go on shop. So that's another thing like I've seen quite a lot of, in a lot of shows now, like, both men and women's wear being shown together. So it isn't like two separate collections. I've seen this a lot more in recent years than it has in the past. It's not like something that, other designers haven't done before, but, usually they do two presentations, men's and women's, and sometimes they mix in both. Sometimes they only do like men's, and they do men's and women's together. Again, that lace, that crochet burnout lace, this is another thing that I see quite a few designers have done. The coloring is very interesting because I only see 3 colorings so far, and I think that this is probably one delivery window. I'm seeing prints now. And I'm curious to see if those looks on the choir is part of the looks from the brand or just cut into styles for the singers and the choir. sorry, just reminds me like this color is very, very South American, and she's from Uruguay, so I can kind of see the influence. Yeah, even this print, I can see like some of the mosaic tiling. So if you ever been to South America, you can kind of see yellow. So I see there are designers who are using bright colors. Again, like the red and yellow I've seen. There's the knit dresses, the knit jersey dresses I've seen. It's also interesting. There's a rib. Okay. Crochet. I think crochet is carried from spring of last year. Sorry. That's a very milkmaid kind of outfit. The lederhosen kind of caftan. So definitely there are very wearable looks. And I can see a lot of the styling. It does look very centric to South America, the looks. Like the caftan, the way it is styled. So there's a lot of repeat fabrications in this collection, like the satin, the gold leather. Again, with this neckline of the cold shoulder, the drop shoulder kind of look, the open shoulder. This is another collection that has this detail. Another one. So I see a lot of this open neckline, like this cold shoulder look, open neckline, drop, you know. The colors are very, very neutral in this collection. And again, one of the color schemes that I've seen a lot of designers do is a black and white color scheme. Again, another one is the metallics. In this case is the gold metallic. You can see a lot of it in this collection. There are a lot of styles that can be, you know, very classic and very minimal. But it's interesting that the gold is the accent of, you know, this whole collection. And there's very little print that I've seen, and I think there's only 2 or 3 prints I've seen is there's one that's, hold on, the one that has this colorway, the yellow, the orange, and the black, and the stripe kind of, and there's like the mosaic tile, and then there is a print that looks like it's like it's a shadow print, so it's just like a very neutral color and a very neutral color, so it's like a cream on a white kind of print. It's a very subdued collection. And considering that the whole theme of this collection is about joy, but the color palette of the collection is very subdued, is very interesting. If you want to see an in-depth review of the looks and how to style it, please join my Patreon for the full fashion review of this show and many more from the Spring 2023 runways. I would say that this collection is definitely wearable. I expected a lot more prints or maybe a little more color given the theme, but I can see that the styling, it is very minimal. Even on the gold accented pieces, the way it's styled, it wasn't like really outrageous. It was very wearable, but I am very curious to see if stylists are gonna pull that first look, the gold corset, how are they gonna style it for editorials, for the red carpet and whatnot. And I am curious to see how people would, take those metallic looks to incorporate into personal style. Because I think like some of the cuts are very basic, and some of the cuts aren't so basic. So I think that definitely accent pieces, and I think that there are definitely pieces that they're gonna be secondary pieces that you can kind of just get multiple more looks out of it, because again the silhouette and the cut is very basic, like the gold metallic blazer, it's a very classic style. The only thing that makes it maybe not so basic again is the gold metallic leather. So yeah, I think like there's some prints, and I only saw like two looks that kind of seem off to me. Is the outfit in yellow and the outfit in red. It was like a one-off, so I'm curious to see if they are doing those looks in other colorways and other deliveries, because sometimes what designers do is they only present the colorway of only one color because that's how the show is scheduled out and themed out, and then they actually do that style in like another colorway. I think maybe that could be the reason why that red and yellow popped up in the show. So I would be interested to see what is going to be delivered to the store. Yeah, that's about it. I hope you liked this video. Give a thumbs up if you did. Please leave a comment below if you have any questions. And please subscribe and help me grow this channel. Thank you. Bye.